Can we can we talk about what the freaks just happened today to PSG? How can they be like losers every single day of every single year of every single like century? There's what's up with them? Come on, are you kidding me? Cannot you beat a Manchester United with like 0 players? It's insane. What? What's going on? Oh no, ads. Shut up. We don't want ads up in here. No, oh my god, what the fuck just happened? This game was insane. In the sense that, like, it was so weird. It was absolutely really, really weird. But well, let's start getting your things on screen right now, cause what the fuck? Really, really, really. What's up with PSG? Mentally, they are like choking every single time. They're choking every single time. Guys, yeah, I'm like you. I'm just laughing right now because what's going on? Real Madrid, then PSG. Now just watch Barcelona get knocked out of the Champions League against Lyon. Yeah, like if you're extremely worried, like Tagu Noshini Norbert says right now on the chat, it can happen. Who knows? It can happen. It can absolutely happen. It's really up there. It's up there. We shouldn't really take it out of the books. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Right now, in the meantime, I got Roma playing here in the background. We got Roma versus Porto. Porto is currently winning 2-1, but since the other leg was also 2-1, they are leveled, and now they're going into extra time. So I can tell you how the game is going on if you want to, And yeah, man, like this game, PSG, outstanding. Like I'm impressed how good they are at bottling stuff. I'm really are. But well, let's start talking about like the actual game and how it started. Like for me, I want to say one thing. I don't know, the game against Barcelona versus Girona in the Supercopa of Catalunya, and then this one, my internet was not really working, so I watched the game in like 480p, which is crap. But yeah, and well, talking not want to talk about my internet too much, but well, we started off with Romelu Lukaku just getting a goal in the minute 1.5. 1 minute and 50 seconds, the worst possible start for PSG, and I think that exactly just made PSG lose their head a little bit, because you know, not being able to get past this stage of the competitions, this season against Manchester United, last season against Real Madrid, the last one before that against against Barcelona, not being able to get past this round, you have to have this like block mentally. That can be the very same thing that Barcelona can suffer in the quarterfinals, because we've not been able to do the same in the last 3 stages of this competition in the last 3 years. So that could happen as well, because the players got that goal for Manchester United initially, and then PSG just knew that up here something was gonna go wrong, and that doesn't let you play freely. Because today we saw, I believe, first of all, the defense of PSG was really bad. That got into their heads. And then when it came to attacking further forward, they also really looked fresh. Manchester United looked much more calm in every single position, because even though they were losing and they were out of this knockout round and spent most of the entire time not in the tie, they were like always eliminated. They didn't have much to lose, and that's why they didn't lose their heads. PSG, they just were too, is it impotent, the word? Where you just go like headless chicken. You are just really nervous with what you're doing, and you cannot create concrete chances. That's what happened with PSG. And I thought that, first of all, that goal from Manchester United woke up PSG, and they really looked like a solid team. And I was ready and prepared to say that they were going to be candidates for the Champions League this season, because the way they reacted initially to that first goal and then got another one through Bernard, and then really dominating those very first 20 minutes of the first half. I believe that that's when PSG really showed that they had a little more experience than United at this stage of the competition, because PSG, well, like I said, 3 years always coming into this situation. So perhaps they learned a thing or two, but, well, they don't. They didn't learn it. And after that, then the time just kept going, and United found that other goal by Romelu Lukaku again, which Lukaku now 6 goals in the last 3 games. Very good return from the Belgian. And PSG then, like I said, the head, you started losing a little bit, and it gets caught up to you. And I believe that everyone could see it coming. I really think so. It's really hard most of the times where you see a team going through when the other one, the opposition, wins. It can happen because of away goals or just by the sheer number of goals that you score, like in this game. But like I said, mentally, it can get caught up to you. And for PSG, it went. And I don't know about you, the penalty. I wanna hear on your comments, what do you think happened, of course, of that VAR decision? Was it a penalty or was it not a penalty? I want to know your thoughts behind it, because in my opinion, and also Harvey's, which is my roommate, some of you may know it, we discussed it a little bit, and in my eyes and his eyes as well, it was a penalty because of the very same things that Manchester City were held accountable for in the game against Schalke. It applies the very, very same logic. But I believe that without VAR, that handball wouldn't have been given, because just the sheer way, the minutes of the game, how the whole context behind it happened. Here, with VAR, this got resolved. And that gets me thinking that this tool makes the games not exactly a little bit more, not fair. It makes them fair, yes, in a sense, but it makes them a little more balanced as well, because decisions that were previously not given just because of the referee having the pressure to make the other big team go through, now that's non-existent. And we can see that with teams like Barcelona, if that happens in the future, or a team like, I don't know, Atletico Madrid and Juventus in the knockout tie, things like this can happen, and we must be very worried of that. And they really level up the playing field. They really, really do. So let's see what you're saying right now on the comments. We got Sahed Ali saying, that's what happens when your league is too easy. I mean, people say they're a farmers league, but this happens when you are kind of like premature. PSG are a club that in their history, they have not done too much in European football compared to Manchester United, compared to teams like Real Madrid, like Barcelona, like Milan even. You need to have that kind of like pedigree to really get you through these games. That's what we saw between like Liverpool and Manchester City last year, where Manchester City were much more of a complete team than Liverpool, but Liverpool managed to go through just because of the like aura that surrounds them. And the same thing happened here, I believe. PSG doesn't have that. PSG wants to buy success by doing that, but that's not possible. The only way to do that is by constantly upgrading yourself and building a team. Right now, their team decent, but Tilo Kerrer as a right back, not good enough. Dani Alves as a midfielder, not good enough. Draxler is an amazing player, but playing as a right winger, not good enough. I know the injuries certainly hit them, but if you look at the PSG team this time around, this season, I don't believe it's nearly the level that it has to be. Bernat, yes, I congratulate him, because at the start of the season, I thought he was going to be a very bad buy for them. But, well, he has come up with big goals, and he came also with a goal in here. And he has been, for me, one of the players that has surprised me a little bit more this season. But when it comes to defensive situations, he can battle everything he wants, but still not good enough. That's the thing with PSG, not good enough. You need to improve areas and be smart about it. They bought Thomas Tuchel for a reason, and I believe that they still need more time. I'm not siding with PSG in this one because, honestly, 2-0 up, they needed to win this game. That's like written on stone. That was written on stone. We got people saying that, yeah, it was a penalty. It was a penalty. Penalty is awarded correctly. We got one saying that it's not a penalty. Here, Rajit Demon says 100% penalty. Ball was flying towards the goal and the player's hand was in a natural position. Yes, I also agree with that, because he was kind of like moving like that, you know? And when you have nobody walks around like this, like, or you don't turn like that. So yeah, it's not a natural position, you know? Are Juventus the next Dragon Slate? Or Atletico Madrid the next Dragon Slate? That's the thing. I believe in that game, we're going to see something probably very similar to what we're seeing right now between Porto and Roma, because there are two teams on a very similar level. Like PSG and Manchester United, I believe that every single one of us put PSG a little bit higher than Manchester United when the tie was made. And obviously, between Atletico Madrid and Juventus, their quality level is much closer. They are in a very similar form, like stature-wise, you know? In terms of form, they're really up there. So I don't know. Between PSG and Atleti, I really look at it and I believe it's going to be much, much closer. We got Shahar saying, haha, bye-bye PSG, bye-bye Real. Dude, now I'm getting scared because yesterday I was saying that there's no way Barcelona are going to lose against Lyon. And honestly, I still believe that we're not gonna lose against Lyon because this week just makes the other teams like Atleti, like Barcelona, like City, and like what's the other one? And well, Bayern Munich and Liverpool are in the same, you know. But between City, Atleti, and Barcelona, they're gonna be all thinking, we cannot be as exposed as these teams, you know. We cannot make the same mistakes, and that hopefully is a good thing. Because Barcelona beat Valverde, beat Pep Guardiola, or beat El Cholo Simeone, they're gonna have to really motivate their team to not fall into the same traps that PSG and Real Madrid did this time around. You know, I believe that there's chances. Whoa! Oh my God! Look it up. I don't know. Look it up when it happens. But Porto just pulled out a save out of the line. Oh my God, I think it was Checo. This thing keeps freezing. We got Zaniolo passing it on to Checo. And then, oof. Dude, oh my God. Roma Porto, still 2-1. Still 2-1. Great save from Pepe off the line. And it was Checo, which should have gotten a little bit more of a touch to it. He tries to dink it over Casillas, and really the net was open for him to just blast it. Being a little bit cheeky there, Checo. Should have done much better. Really should have done much, much better. Let's see what we got. Nice haircut, loser. Dude, we got this guy saying salty because PSG got wrecked. Yes, I got a nice haircut. Dude, I know him from real life. Like, he's not a PSG fan. Booger is just a friend from university. Andy Udo say, why couldn't you beat a richer club? I've never seen a bag of money score go. Yeah, Johan Cruyff. I heard that quote from him the other day as well. Yermengo says, BugaLuis, how can you say that was a pen with a straight face? You, my friend, are washed. I know if that was to happen to Piqué, we would have all be peace. Be objective, bro. Bro, that was a pen. That was a pen. Being subjective would be me saying that Barcelona, that is like, I would be mad. No, you don't even see me when I say with Barcelona matches. When Barcelona gets a penalty or get a challenge which is not a penalty, I go, that should be a penalty. Or that should be a goal. I don't care. I don't care. That was a penalty. He going like hand like that, that was a penalty. If Piqué would have done the same, that was a penalty. The game against Chelsea in Stamford Bridge, we should have lost that. The game where Drogba goes to the cameraman and goes like saying, oh, you fucking rigged, you know, that Barcelona stole the game. We should have lost that game. We should have never got into the final of the Champions League and nevertheless win it. Barcelona were not even close to winning that game because the referee helped us like 3 times. So, yeah, man, I'm not objective. I don't care if that happened with Barcelona. I wouldn't have done that. I really don't. I legit go and say most of the time, or probably always, I go and say like, yeah, that was a penalty against Barcelona. I don't care about that. I really do not care about that. Because I believe for me that a team needs to be good enough to win without decisions like convoluted between them, you know? If Barcelona loses by a reason like PSG lost today, I wouldn't be mad because we wouldn't have been good enough. You see? That's the point. That's the point. I don't care about you saying me, oh, be objective. Really? That was a penalty. Like, if that happened to Piqué, it would have still been a penalty. I really, really don't care. Like, I really, really don't mind. Monster Madness says, Barcelona not going to lose because although they are not playing at their best right now, but they got the job done. Yeah, they get the job done. And that's the thing what I'm saying. I think against Lyon, we're going to get the job done. Seeing how this has happened. Wait, what happened here? Seeing that the things have been going on with these teams, I believe Barcelona are going to be a little bit more solid coming in. And I see something's going wrong here with we have a VAR decision for a penalty in favor of Porto. Between Porto and Roma. What is going on? So they're seeing the lines for being offside. But what are they looking at? A handball? I really don't know. Let me turn it up if I can. I don't want to get copyright strike, really, but I need to hear this. I really need to hear this. Where? How the... Ugh. What is it? A handball of what? Oh, yeah, it's a penalty. Penalty for Porto, apparently. Penalty for Porto. That's it. Penalty for Porto, yeah? What else do we got? We got Walid Meshal saying, is he supposed to chop his arm off? It's definitely not a penalty. Your arm is naturally sticking a little way from the body. His arm was at his side after he ran and jumped. Yeah, I can see that as well, because you're saying when you move like that, you're doing this. That could be normal. But in football, like, it's not naturally. And with VAR, I believe that they are being that little bit more strict. The other day, there was this kind of like meeting at UEFA, and they decided on different rules. The first rule being that, you know, in penalties, when you miss it and there's like a rebound where you can, when the striker can go and like another player of the team go and score it, that thing is going to be taken away. That thing is no longer going to be in football, apparently. And the other one is that handballs now, no matter if it's naturally or unnaturally, no matter if it's like here or here, any handball in the box is going to be a penalty. So I believe that that's what kind of like UEFA is doing here with the VAR and all this situation. Because any handball in reality, if they mean that rule, if they want to make that rule real, and Porto scored, by the way, then that would have mean that it would be a penalty. So I don't know. It's certainly a little bit harsh to give. And I believe that all of us are getting a little bit kind of mixed up because of the moment. Similarly to what happened between Real Madrid and Juventus last time around in El Bernabeu last season. Time and all of those different things can change the way a game is done. And certainly we are going to see more penalties when it comes to last minute goals, because people are a little bit less focused on the game. People are losing their heads. So it's normal that we tend to see these last minute decisions. And here, I think PSG, yes, they got harshly done. But if it's a handball, and if UEFA, well, like I said, is including this rule of trying to make all handballs a penalty, then yes, it should have been given by the referee. Rayid Demon says again, Buga, don't forget that Barcelona went into rematch with Roma feeling overconfident with the first leg result. This time around, the players know they cannot afford a single mistake and playing at 100. Yes, that's also what I mean. Mahanta was saying, Roma is gone. They are gone. Can you imagine, as if Siraj said, sorry, can you imagine the kind of week we're having? Some we are involved, others someone else. What? Can you imagine the kind of week we are having? Someone, we are involved, others someone else. I do not understand that second part. AJK Rules says, rules are rules. It's fair as long as it's applied consistently. Whether you agree with the rule is a different issue. Yeah, that's another thing. AJK has a very good point. I mean, like, if the rule is that every handball is going to be a penalty, I want every handball to be a penalty. I don't care if it's to Piqué. I don't care if it's to Kimpembe. I don't care if it's to Ronaldo, to Messi, to Pelé. I don't care. But if then you say that hands, if they're naturally positioned or not, well, that's up to debate. That's a little bit less consistent. So I'm in the sense that if you imply one rule, then make it one rule. You know, make it that rule and leave it like that. And if UEFA are starting to give that, well, be it right. Because they're starting to be a little bit more consistent with that in the Champions League. In the leagues, they are not, because the bodies, the institutions that handle the VAR are, well, the like Federation of Spain, the Federation of like Italy. They are the ones handling the VAR in that sense. But in UEFA, we have much more of a bigger body of referees and everything. They've been actually been doing a very good job, you know. Like against with Tagliafico in that goal in Ajax, in Amsterdam. I mean, that was also a very harsh decision. But technically, it's still like they could rule it out. So if they're going to be as harsh like that, they are being harsh with PSG here. They're being harsh with like Real Madrid the other day in the Ajax victory, because that ball could have gone out, but if they believe that it has gone in, they took it a look and they're being harsh like that as well, then it's consistent. And that's a good thing. It's changing, and at the end of the day, it's giving results how they're supposed to be. That's what I'm feeling. Then afterwards, what else? What do you think should we say? Okay, Asic, dude, your names. It's so different because most of the viewers here on this channel are from different cultures, so your names are definitely gonna be different. Like, I can read William Olsen, I can read that, but like Saher Ali, like Asif Siraj, there are different names that I normally get accustomed to. I need to start reading them a little bit more, really. Number 1, Real Madrid, our eternal rivals, gets knocked out 3-1 what out of free comp. 2, PSG who tried to mess with us today. 3, Roma are conquerors of last season on the verge of being knocked out. And watch it before Barcelona knocked out by Lyon. Really, like, we have to be very, very, very careful with Lyon as well. Like, I can say that Lyon, we are almost going through, but we must be very careful as well. But I want to keep talking about like this game between PSG and Manchester United, because really, it shows how a team in United, with you having a clear game plan and having nothing to lose, that's where you really can win a game. Before the Champions League, and why I didn't like it, and why I believe Real Madrid won so many of them, was because it favored the team who kind of like wanted to play with the result. In Spanish, you can call it resultadismo, which is where you get a fan base or a club that really, they don't care about how they get the win. They only care about the result, the numbers at the end in the scoreline. And before the Champions League favored those teams, and now we're seeing with the VAR and with decisions, the way the referees are kind of like not being too much an impact in the game, but in specific direction, in specific measures, and how UEFA is being more strict. Like the card with Sergio Ramos, the suspension of him, saying that it was going to be an involuntary like tackle on the Ajax player, why he got suspended and one more game. Normally, UEFA wouldn't have given that, but they're being a little bit more strict. And all of these surrounding behind this, they're making the teams that want to go out there and win, the teams that want to play football, the ones actually at the end of the day, making them the winners of this, you know? They're really making them the winners. So I believe that is something which we must praise for them, because they are letting the teams that want to play football be the victors here, not the teams that want to play with the scoreline, not the teams that just want to sit back and defend. They're making the teams that want to put on a show, because at the end of the day, this is entertainment, and they're favoring the teams that want to do that. So for me, that's a very big thumbs up for UEFA, because they're making it doing good. Before we can say UEFA London, whatever, or UEFA Madrid, you can call it everything you want. UEFA United, UEFA City. At the end of the day, they're making the teams, like I said, the teams that actually want to go for that win, the teams that want to show their skills, they're making them the spotlight here. And I like that a lot. I really, really like that. No, I'm not saying negative. I'm being like, I'm saying like we must be careful, but I still have faith in Barcelona. I believe that if Barcelona can continue like this, because I came into El Clásico thinking like, can Barcelona really pull out 2 wins against like in the Bernabeu? And I couldn't say no. Like somehow we're pulling victories time and time again. And even though I'm saying this just before that Barcelona are kind of like before the teams that really want to put football, we're combining the two, because whenever we need to get a result, we're getting those results, and whenever we need to show our skills, we show them. And that is something which is really exciting to see, because I believe that Barcelona have learned that chip to really like go from, okay, pragmatic Barcelona to boom, to like Barcelona, Pep Guardiola, golden era. You know, I believe that that's the Barcelona we're going to see against Lyon if we are prepared for it, you know? Jimmy saying, is this a direction we want football going all automated? Do you mean like having electronic referees and stuff like that? I believe that no, because at the end of the day, it's still by like interpretation, because VAR and all of that decides like specific decisions in the game, but a foul, stuff like that, that's still decided by a referee. And I feel that it brings love to like the game. I love when like the player bounces off, the ball bounces off the referee. That's just like jokes. That's so much jokes. Sahir Ali saying, I wasn't sure Barcelona were going to win 2 El Clásicos. Fuck me. Asechira saying, William, do you need a tissue? Who's William? Oh yeah, William also saying, Real's nothing without Ronaldo. But dude, that guy is fine. VR is the best with Barcelona. Yeah, like it's fine. It's fine. You can keep saying whatever you want there. But yeah, what else can we mention about this game? It was really surprising. I still like can't believe that they are out. How can PSG be out again? again. In the case of United, really, now we have to pose this question, because before I was thinking that PSG, well, can go far in this competition. Well, they're not going to do so. But Manchester United, can Manchester United be now a competitor in this Champions League? That is something that we have to think about it right now. And tell me what you think. Can Juventus win, or no, I'm getting mixed up, really. Can Manchester United go far in the Champions League? I want to hear what you have to say here, because I would love now personally for Barcelona, if we go through, to beat Manchester United in like the quarterfinals. That for me would be a very good game, because first of all, who knows if it's in Manchester United, of course, in Old Trafford, maybe I can buy a ticket because I'm living in the UK, so I can use that to my advantage and buy a ticket and go to Old Trafford. Who knows? Be there like ninja. Did you see that, guys? Did you see that? Ninja, freaking ninja was in the game between PSG and United. Like in front of Neymar. That's why PSG lost. PSG lost because of Ninja. Freaking Fortnite Ninja. I don't even know, like I don't play Fortnite or anything, but Ninja is like such a meme. Like he's such a meme. He made PSG lost. Did you see that? Did you see that? Ninja in PSG. Did you see that, bro? Like that was the reason they lost. That was absolutely the reason they lost. And well, I'm gonna give this game forgiven. Like there's no way Porto now are not going through. Roma needs to score a goal. Yeah, they're through. Roma are through. Boom. Porto are through, sorry. Boom. I'm getting so mixed up. Like, really, this day has been absolutely crazy. Now I can go back with you. The internet, how is it doing? Because my internet was absolutely bad. But, well, yeah, Manchester United, can they go through? I would love Barcelona to get them. That will be a very good game. It's really entertaining to see how this, like, magic with Solskjaer is really pulling up the threads. It's really, really pulling. My internet is going crap. Oof. Well, my internet is going really, really bad, guys. So I think it's kind of like time we need to stop this. Sorry about that. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Yeah, it's my internet. What the fuck is going on with my internet? Really, 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 really. Who says that? Who said the thing about Neymar and the sister? Saher Ali, bro, that's disgusting. Come on, they're brother and sister. Brother and sister can't be that close. That's disgusting. That's so disgusting. But well, I'm gonna start answering some final questions now because I really need to go to sleep because I need to do some work for tomorrow. Okay, we got Asif Sira saying, off topic. Do you think Luka Jovic should be our next star striker at the Camp Nou? Because I certainly think he can become the best in the world. Yeah, probably. Then Neymar next move is probably Neymar will move to Manchester United, Real Madrid, or stay at PSG. Maybe I think he's gonna stay at PSG one more year. And then Andy Uno saying PSG were confident and they made their humbling. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer proves why he deserves Manchester United job. They cannot compete in the Champions League. Yeah, I believe that Solskjaer should get the job now. He really should get the job now. I believe. I really, really believe that because he's like the Zinedine Zidane to United. You know, he really, really is. He really, really is. And my stream. Okay, you know, guys, I'm gonna cut it here. Few things before I finish it. I'm trying to make streams better. I'm getting new graphics. I'm really hoping to improve a lot of this, how we're working on streams. The internet is crap where I live. Hopefully they get it fixed. And well, that's gonna be it from today. Hopefully you enjoy. Leave a smash a like button or whatever if you think PSG are the bottlers, are historically the worst team in the Champions League. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.